boys and girls, Mrs. Kowalski here, and I'm going to read you one of my total faves. I love Fancy Nancy. I love that she loves to be fancy, but I also love that she loves fancy words. So this one is called Fancy Nancy's Just My Luck. For show and share, Clara has a 4-leaf clover. She passes it around. 4-leaf clovers bring good luck, Clara tells everyone. They bring even more good luck than finding a penny. Miss Glass isn't positive that's true. Positive is fancy for sure about something. There's a cool word. She says, I don't believe in good luck charms, but 4-leaf clovers are quite rare. There aren't a lot of them, so Clara is definitely lucky to have one. So there's Clara talking and everybody around and Miss Glass, the teacher. At recess, I decide to find my own 4-leaf clover, all of my own. Lionel helps. Here's what we find. A key, some string, a wheel from a toy car, and Robert's library card. Thanks, Robert says. He puts the card in his pocket, but it's hard because he's upside down. And he says, hey, I'm lucky you found it. So see all the stuff they found? And then there's Robert upside down. On the way inside, I hear someone shouting. It's Grace from the other class. Didn't you see what you just did? You stepped on a crack, Grace said. She points to the sidewalk square. There's a big crack in it. So I say, says Grace. Don't you know that's bad luck? No, I say. I was not aware of that. So see, that's Grace pointing out the bad luck. You know what I love about Fancy Nancy? Look at all those hair bows in her. See how fancy? Even when she's kind of dressed down, she's still totally fancy. Love that. It turns out that Grace is an expert on bad luck. Expert is fancy for someone who knows a lot. Walking under a ladder, that's bad luck. Don't open an umbrella indoors or spill salt. Anything with 13 is bad luck, and you better hope that a black cat never runs by you. That's like double trouble bad luck. Wow, there are so many bad luck things to keep track of. Whew. Look at Grace. She's rattling them off. And Nancy's like, how am I going to remember all these things? See the cat? The cat, right? There's things with 13. There's the other stuff down here. Walking under a ladder, opening the umbrella, spilling salt. At lunch, I spill pudding on myself. Maybe it's because I stepped on the sidewalk crack. For bad luck, it's not so bad, but from now on, I'm going to need to be a little more careful, said Nancy. On the way home, I try not to walk on any cracks. I have to back up and leap over this one. Whew! I just made it. She looks like a dancer there, right? Look at her fancy necklace, fancy purse. At home, I check all the mirrors. Whew! None of them have cracks. At dinner, Jojo bangs my arm by accident. I almost spilled some salt. Whew! That was a close call. The next morning, it is raining. I almost forget about not opening the umbrella inside. Whew! Another close call. So see, there she is. And here, she's making sure not to open the umbrella. All day, I stay away from 13s. I eat 14 veggie chips. I use 12 pipe cleaners. Then math gets me in trouble. One of the problems is 6 plus 7. When Miss Glass calls on me, I say, 67. I know that's incorrect. Incorrect is fancy for wrong, wrong, wrong. Wow, that's our third fancy word. But maybe saying 13 will bring bad luck. Bad, bad, bad. And Nancy does not want bad luck. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted. That's a fancy word for way more tired than tired. It's our fourth fancy word. I knew the answer was 13, I say. I tell Miss Glass because she was asking me, what's wrong? I knew the answer was 13, I say. I explained to her all about the bad luck stuff. Keeping bad luck away is really hard work. There's Miss Glass and Nancy talking. Miss Glass puts an arm around me. Nancy, don't worry about any of these things. They aren't true, I promise. I want to believe Miss Glass. Miss Glass is very wise, after all. That's fancy for extra smart. Our fifth fancy word. Owl. Wise owl. A second. Oh. Walking home, I try not to think about the cracks. Then, a block from my house, something terrible happens. A black kitten comes out of nowhere and runs across the sidewalk. Grace says a black cat is double trouble bad luck. Yeah, but he sure is a cutie kitty, isn't he? She looks really scared, right? A second later, a boy turns the corner. My kitten got out of the house. Have you seen it? The kitten went into the park, I tell the boy. Without thinking, I help him look. It's just a lost kitten that needs my help. So look, together, they work to find the kitten. I think that might be a little good luck. At last, I spot the kitten. It's in the playground tube. I block one end of the tube, and the boy crawls in. And then out he comes with his kitten. Thanks so much, he says. Sure was good luck that you saw where she ran. Seeing a black cat wasn't bad luck at all. Grace is mistaken. Miss Glass is correct. Just before I get home, I see something shiny in a puddle. It's a penny, a new penny. Maybe it will not bring good fortune. Oh, fancy word for luck. Sixth fancy word. I put it in my pocket anyway. After all, if I find 99 more, I'll have $1. And that is almost a fortune. Look at how happy she looks. And in the end it says, these are all the fancy words in the book. Exhausted means more tired than tired. Expert, which means someone who knows a lot. Incorrect, wrong, 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 wrong. Positive is sure about something. Rare means not a lot. And wise means extra smart. So I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I want you to think about a fancy word that you hear somebody say, right? And if you're not sure what it means, maybe ask them. And then you'll be like Fancy Nancy using some fancy words. Thanks for listening.